Gemini, welcome to my channel. Welcome to your new reading. Let's have a look at your current situation. Let's get some advice, guidance, some messages just for you, the Gemini Collective. So, it's a general timeless reading. Whenever you come across this, there may be something here that resonates, a message, some guidance, something that you need to know. Take from it what you need when you need it. Okay, we have 5 cards from the Tarot of the Cat People. And then we round off with a couple of Oracle cards at the end. Starting off with a message, a messenger. The Page of Cups. The Page of Cups. The message is replenish your emotional energy. Emotional energy may be running low. Page of Cups is bringing you a cup of self-love, cup of filled emotion, emotional balance, emotional optimism, positivity, emotional strength. So that is coming your way. 4 of Wands. Working on the home life, trying to find a balance, stability, somewhere you belong, celebrations. It's basically a good time. Your home life is probably your sanctuary, your home with your loved ones, whether you're on your own or you have loved ones. They're looking after you. Or if you're on your own, you're quite content with your home life. This is your sanctuary where you can make music, you can relax, and down your tools, your wands, the fire. There's a lot of fire here. Wands. We've got 3 wands in a row. There's a lot of fire, there's a lot of passion. 5 of Wands. Conflict, arguments and tension, so that could be connected to the home life, could be work, could be anything, could be situations. You are juggling your power here, juggling with the self-confidence and self-respect and self-acceptance and self-belief sort of thing. Wondering what you may be doing wrong, could you be doing anything better. You're kind of taking a little bit of a chance sometimes in certain situations where you may be making rash decisions. 2 of Wands, this is the crossroads. So this is culmination of this sequence here, the crossroads. Now, how do you continue from here on in? This is in the very near future. Do you choose the path that you've been on before? You know it's safe, and but you're not going to learn anything much new. It's the old repetition. Or you can choose a new path, the path less travelled. You don't know what's going to happen down there. You're hoping it's going to be exciting and it's going to be beneficial and it's going to be to your advantage. But it's something new. Be new experiences, new lessons, new wisdom, new knowledge. So you may be pushed and pulled here between the old and the new here. There may be a chance, maybe an option to tread a new path. But you're going to be hesitant, you're going to weigh up the pros and the cons. it's not going to be easy for you to make a decision either way. Eight of Pentacles, we see you're very invested in work, paying attention to detail, making the most of work that you can, getting the most pleasure that you can out of work, even if it's hard work. There are benefits to everything, to every situation. So you're paying attention to detail, you are being rewarded financially, and there seems to be a good work-life balance here for you. There is the relaxation, there's the work, and it's pretty balanced, but you have some special interests that you want to pursue perhaps. Let's see what we can find out. Manage your energy. Yes, manage your energy. That is very current here. Get back to balance, inner peace, equilibrium. Take time out, take a break, recuperate, retreat, replenish your energies, manage your energies. Don't exert your energies on any one thing. Try and spread it out in a balanced way so that work-life balance comes into play as well. But this also applies for any situations that you get into. Are you being bullheaded about something? Are you being stubborn about a situation, something that you find yourself in? You will not waver from your stance. It looks like an old pattern barrier here, an old concept, an old conditioning, an old belief that you're hanging on to. We need to loosen up a bit, don't we, here? It seems something is ingrained in your psyche that needs to be shaken loose. So, requires a new way of thinking, requires a new way of coming to terms with situations, requires a new way of looking at your current situation. The old ways of, as I said, the old habits, the old ways aren't serving you anymore, they're holding you back. You may be very comfortable in the old ways, you don't want to budge. But it's not doing you any good, it's not. It's making you oppressed, it's making you frustrated. In the end, that will be the result. You need to break free from a certain way of thinking, certain way of looking at things. So retraining your mind, retraining your thoughts, becoming more balanced, being more, turning more to the free time you have rather than the time that you're working. How are you filling your free time? That could be something that you may want to consider. How do you manage your energy? So, do you have the balance physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually? Are you lacking anything? You're lacking emotional strength, you're lacking physical strength, you're lacking mental strength or spiritual strength. So, there's a lot to consider for you right now. There's a lot to dissect. You are looking at your life, you're being analytical, intellectual, rational, cool, calm, collected, but stubborn. So it's up to you how you get out of this stubbornness, because it's a question of rethinking, reorganizing, your beliefs, reorganizing your situation. Could be a new cycle, you want a new beginning, starting over. You need to overcome an obstacle. Perhaps you've been putting something on the back burner. You need to face it now. Could be any sort of problem or situation or challenge. Depends, everybody has different experiences. So think about your powers, your talents, your capabilities. What can you do? What can't you do? What do you want to do? What you don't want to do? And go from there. So looking at your life existential crisis, maybe a little bit of an existential crisis, but you have the tools within. You have support. You are divinely guided. You are divinely protected. And you just need to dig that little bit deeper. Go beyond the surface and then go a little bit deeper. And then you'll get there. And then you know exactly why it is that you don't want to budge, because there is a reason and only you can find out the reason. Okay, thank you so much for watching. It's been a pleasure reading for you, Gemini. Until the next time, take very good care. Bye-bye.